Uki being the uke. Maybe? I made the cosplay myself. Oh, you yeet out the window. No soup? Don't tell Ruse. Who is screaming this right now? I can smell this entire room. Kiss, kiss for love! Oh man, okay. Wow. I was expecting this to be, well, I didn't expect this soon. We have a week. 4/13 is in a week. And you pulled this. Okay? Hi everyone, this is Jen, aka LaureledEevees, and welcome back to more. Yes, Homestuck Beyond Canon. Here today for the April 6th update. Okay, definitely wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting an update today, but can't say that I'm sorry about it. But, oh, let me just quickly... Will this screw something up if I do this? Yeah, it will. Does it only show up on here? Yeah, it does. Okay. Little Scalemate plush guy is going to be hanging out with me today. Just to remind you to support your Holostars. I'll get more into that in the Brainrot section, but for now... Ooh, it's going to zoom in and little Ruse Scalemate is going to disappear. But, yeah, just... heads up on everything. I know I made like a big stink like the last time we had an update where I was like, yeah, my sound settings were acting weird, and the sound sounded great, but when I was trying to record the thing that I have for 4/13, my audio was acting really bad still, and I don't know what was causing the issue. I'm hoping I have it fixed, but you'll have to forgive me if my words get cut off before the start of a sentence or after the start of a sentence, or if it sounds like my voice got like thrown into like an audio blender for like a second and it sounds really choppy and weird. I'm hoping it doesn't sound that way, but I can't hear it on my end, so just a heads up on that. Anyway, back we go. We're back here with Delphi, and she's gonna sacrifice her Oron Gymnastico host club. I will never pronounce that word correctly the first time through. But yeah, she's gonna sacrifice this poster, and someone has like a lot of things to say about that. What the F? This hardly seems like equal treatment. You know, being a child doesn't mean you can be such a twerp. Do not disregard my commands, Delphi, and say sorry to boot. Who are these people arguing here? Anyway, poster's gone. You'd think that it would be the opposite of a space there. Like, why is it fainter where this poster was and not brighter because of the... You know what? I'm nitpicking. We're moving on. Do-do-do-do. You know what? I'm just gonna snip that afterward because I'm not sure if the start screen will actually like dox something of me. So anyway. Alright, snip some snails, some puppy fish scales. They're puppy dog tails. Just the classic components of some ultra nasty Hexor sludge. Ignore all that. He's been acting crazy since we got here. You don't have to apologize for crap. Wait, is it Dave and Carcat fighting over the console? And we got Orb. The precious poster is sacrificed into the cauldron, reduced until it takes the form of a black pearl. You hurry back downstairs to install it on your mainstay orb. The curse of the Black Pearl. Delphi, say Jake is not crazy. Jake is no... Oh, it's Carcat and Jake that are arguing over this. That explains, like, the need for proper... Jake, no. Let Carcat be in control. Man, Carcat and Jake really did become like BFFs during this trip, didn't they? A lot of people were making fan art where they're like, wait, Jake and Carcat? And I'm like, okay then. Crack open on orb like egg. Spills on top of it. Is this dang thing on? Hello? Shush, Jake. Shush. Do. Turn green, turn black. Oh, now we got computer. There it is, the hacker's gambit, once added to the chaos files that will allow you to backdoor this guy's whole operation. He thinks you won't find his backdoor? That's what you do. Phrasing. Delphi, keep doing your business. I'm going to protect this arrow key with my life. Oh my gosh. Car cat. Loading. Oh, you got worms in your apple. The apple's got worms. This guy's back door is pretty tight. Might take a bit to get through. Better pass the time somehow. Delphi, check website. Oh my gosh. Wait. That looks like the dad from... Why am I blanking on Durarara? It looks like the dad, like the scientist dad from Durarara. No one is sane in Durarara. No one is safe. It could be Durarara. It looks really similar. Anyway, what do we got here? Planet of Pugilism. Oh gosh, Choral Story. Of course. Pyre El Bronco. Sobek is your, internet browser. Okay. Drawns. Super Duper Murdosaurs. Elite Hacksaurs. Summation Curse 1. Super Secret Lilac Present. Trench to Peak. I don't think I'm gonna get all these references. My brain ain't weeby enough. I'm sorry. But there's Naglink. Okay. And Trictress. Okay. Sobek. Beyond Canon! Oh my gosh. You too. No. Amongst your other interests, you're also a webcomic artist, but lately you've been running out of steam on that front. Your interest in your current work has been waning, and your mounting desire to sabotage it and get everyone as disinterested in it as you are has been bleeding through. Maybe people will stop being mad at you about it. I would say some names, but I believe that she's banned. Okay, so Delphi is writing Beyond Canon, and she's like, I hate this series. Though the current writing team for Beyond Canon seems to enjoy this series, so... What it really needs is something new, but you don't know if you're the nymph or satyr for the job anymore. The pressure is kind of killing you. The pressure from the fans, you mean. The baromatic pressure really hasn't been much of an issue. The stupid thing reminds you that there's presents waiting to be sent to a certain Morph Day girl. Delphi, examine presents. Yay! It's Vriska, like the Vriska character. Hooray! A dojin from her favorite artist. Her favorite artist, too, unbeknown to her, is you. The other gift is baked into the file you'll be sending the drawing with. It's a little shadow script you've been tinkering at to clean all that scryware off her far sphere so she can actually send messages with it again. She can message you whenever, and AA can bother her to her inkstone's content. Maybe you are a hashtag dark genius. Delphi, be inspired to write the perfect update to your webcomic. Ah, Pyra El Bronco is the drawing thing. What's that supposed to be a parody of? My brain ain't working. It's not Clip Studio, right? No, it's not Clip Studio. She's like, and she draws with on her like little touchpad with the quill. That's gotta be bad. You figure you might as well give the fans of your webcomics some more slop to slurp down. As you previously mentioned, you're not really feeling it these days, so you decide you're going to try something new. You'll accept some prompts from your readers while you try to work up the mojo to get back to the plot. They tend to congregate in a particular undernet forum, the Frightful Reefers Annihilation Factory. You wonder what kind of stuff they'd like to see you draw. Let's goes to Fruity Rumpus? Yeah, it does. I'm terrified. Let's check Fruity Rumpus. Don't dox me. Thank you. Hello again, ravenous readers. Bet you thought I might never come back after the last anniversary post. Well, I definitely considered it, but I wondered what you guys would think. Beyond Anon. Oh. It's not Beyond Canon, it's Beyond Anon, is it? Am I actually reading? Can I read? Oh, it looks like a C, but it's not. I'm silly. But anyway, I thought of you all moving on with your lives is kind of nice, but then the thought of you all not moving on with your lives and continuing to just hover around this webpage waiting for updates for laps and laps and laps and laps made me a bit sick to my tummy. That would be really embarrassing. Thing is, making a comic's actually pretty hard, but since you all seem to have strong ideas about exactly how this story's supposed to go, I thought, heck, let's give the fans a chance to show me how it's done. So go ahead and suggest some panels. I might even draw them. Beyond Anon. What the? Well, can't have panels without a background. You should try making one. Nymph Friska, Satyr Terezi making out Yuri style. Terezi fondly regard interrogation. Several beings falling into a bottomless pit. I want to see characters kiss. Make them kiss crazy style. Please draw AA's face in a perfect detail and also full name for panel. I think it would be fun. Okay. Wow. Oh, Fruity Rumpus, you never change. Okay. That was relatively a quick update. I can put him here. Welcome back, Scalemate Ruse. You're here. Okay. But yeah, I wasn't expecting an update because, well, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe that the schedule for the NYC, like the Stuck in NYC con that's going to be happening this next weekend, is going to have like a whole panel where you get to watch the artists like draw the next like update for 413. At least if I'm remembering correctly, it should be the 413 update. That's where things get a little bit hazy for my little hag mind. But yeah, so again, any of you going to the convention out there, you stay safe, you stay vigilant. New York ain't that safe these days. But let me think. What else? Well, yep. We can jump right into the Brainrot stuff, I guess, because little Ruse plush has been hanging out with me this entire update. Yeah, so how do I put this into words? Let me think. Let me think. Okay. Let me actually try. So there was a little bit of an update from Cover Corporation, who run Hololive, and their little like side corporation, Holostars. Hololive is where we have like all the female pop talent, and we have Holostars where we keep all the male talent. They're in separate territories because idol culture is like that, where it's like we can't have boys and girls hanging out together, mass hysteria. They do anyway, but it's not. But if they're in like the same corporation, it's like expected that they'll hang out together. So if they're in separate like entities under the same umbrella, they can still be separated from each other and not have to interact with each other if they don't want to. Though sometimes it leads to some like crazy shenanigans on that, but I am rambling. Cover recently came out saying that they're essentially cutting all funding to the Holostars JP talents. They're no longer gonna get any 3D things. They're no longer gonna get any specials. They're not gonna get anything kind of new or different. Or if they want to do something cool and creative, they have to pay for that out of their own pocket. The company isn't helping them with that anymore. And so basically a lot of like well-informed people for like the Japanese like side of the things, they're like, oh, this is like the quiet firing. I'm sure there's like an actual term for it. Japanese quiet fire. Yes, it's like the first search result I got. Oidashi Ibaya. Oidashi Ibaya. Yes, also known as the expulsion room or the window sitter tribe. It's the strategy where companies pressure employees to resign voluntarily rather than firing them directly, avoiding strict labor laws and severance costs. Employees are often isolated, assigned menial tasks, or left with no work at all to induce boredom and shame. So, yeah, they're like, Holostars, they're still gonna be around, but we're just not gonna do anything with them or advertise them or talk about them ever again. And all the boys were like, so like 50% of the JP Holostars boys were like, oh well, I guess that's just how it is, Shogunai. We're gonna still do our best and be entertaining for you as best as we can because we love you and we love being here. Meanwhile, on the other side of the spectrum, the other half of the Holostars boys are like, you don't know what you've just done. You don't have a clue what you've done, do you? You basically give us all this power, this screen time, this platform, and new attention because of this whole thing, and you're not gonna do anything about it. You're not gonna have is management gonna do anything? What are they gonna do? Fire us? That's not what they're gonna do, because that would be shameful for the company if they had to fire us. So, and so, I've been watching the chaos unfold on the Holostars Reddit, and they're like, okay, so Astel just sent a letter of a complaint to the company, and using his first hand cam stream, and he flipped the camera off at the end, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Xian, a good old boss, he decided to put out like a small video where he's basically like, yeah, nah, this is bullcrap, and we're like, oh. And then he proceeded to make a live stream where it was full motion controls that he has on hand. And he's like, guess what? I'm streaming completely nude right now. And we're like, And then Uyu basically, he picked out a game called, I believe it was Homeless Simulator. And he had like a cardboard sign that says, I am a Holostar, please help. And we're like, oh no. So everyone's like, oh, the Holostars have gone off the rails. We're doomed. It's like, this is going to be chaos in a handbasket. Oh no. Management's going to have a field day if management does anything at all. Now, what I'm worried about right now, as someone who does care a lot about the English talent, I care about the Holostars English talents, specifically the ones that moved out to Japan for this job. And so, yeah, those of them that moved out there for this job, they're like now kind of sweating bullets because they're like, if they cut funding to the English side of the branch too, what is that? Where does that leave us? That's not good. I'm especially feel bad for Haka, because Haka, I believe, if I'm correct, he moved his entire family out to Japan with him. His mom, his cousin, his brother. I believe, though I think his brother might be okay. But, oh gosh, I can only imagine what Professor Lando and Randon are thinking about this. Lando probably is like, nudging like his BFF Connor and is like, I escaped that place right before this chaos happened. And Connor's like, dude, I still work there, please stop. And Shiki Katagami just pokes in from the side and he's like, hey guys, you guys want to go get some like chicken or something? And they're like, yeah, sure. Randon, I don't know if he's keeping up with any of this stuff anymore. I think he's like basically done with anything hollow anything. He probably is like working on like some actual day job stuff and he feels like a shiver go down his spine and he's like, doesn't know where it came from. And then he decides to go back to his Excel sheets. And oh man, Altair was like, basically like, yep, good thing I have my own 3D studio that I paid for out of my own pocket. And we're like, oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's a thing. Let's move on to like a bit of a brighter subject. I think I rambled a bit too much on that one, if you guys are even following my brain rot. But so Date with Death 2, its demo is coming out on the 14th, April 14th, right after 413. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Their demos tend to be really, really long. I'm thinking in terms of Willow Mist. Willow Mist was like an 8-hour-long demo, at least it felt like that. I don't know if it actually was, but Koo spent like at least 2 streams on that one. But he tends to ramble. Though speaking of Koo, Koo and Feli have finally been revealed as characters in A Date with Death. I mean, I knew about that for a while now because of that one trailer that was out there just randomly, but we have official art that was on, gosh, 2.5 Studios freaking Twitter account, and the art is gorgeous, and I'm like, wait, Feli and like Felicon and Koo are separate entities here, and apparently Koo was able to write it. So he wrote the dialogue between Feli and Koo, and they're labeling Feli and Koo as like separate entities, as they're saying they're twin Reapers. So they're like, yeah, they're like brothers, and like everyone's like, that's not how Grim Reapers work. What is this? But yeah, but Koo and Felicon are like, you know, they're dimension hoppers. They can travel around as much as they want, but this universe, I guess, split them in 2 for some reason. So should be interesting, considering Felicon is the only one with any combat experience, and Koo, he's got a good heart. Oh my gosh, but yeah, I have that as like my new desktop background wallpaper right now, and Felicon is just staring at me in disapproval just over the side of my OBS, just being like, oh my gosh, but I can't wait for that to come out. Though they did say that this does connect directly to the first Date with Death game, specifically the expansion where it was ending number 9, Metamorphosis. And I'm like, wait, this happens after Metamorphosis? Well, that's definitely got a change. That's a definite difference in the story there. Okay, that'll be interesting. But yeah, okay, that's enough rambling from me. I gotta get this edited, and I already spent like way too much time talking about random stuff that doesn't exactly matter. But thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to show the YouTube algorithm you're alive, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!
Hey there. Consider becoming a patron, just like the phenomenal Alexander, Madeline, Ashley, and Mr. Anonymous.